just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, hey, hey.
As you says, you're watching your favorite program. Don't believe me, just watch. There are happening some interesting things in our city, but we need to know more about the weather. Isabel, so tell us, what's the weather like today? Go ahead, Isabel.
Good morning, viewers. How are you? Today we have a sunny day, so I recommend you use your sunblock because we will have temperatures between 80 and 100 degrees. What happened? Now it's raining, so please take your umbrella with you. This is our report. Back to you, Javier.
Thank you so much, Isabel, for your report. Now it's time to know about the interesting interview. Nancy is at NMSU. Go ahead, Nancy.
Good evening. I'm in Chicago programs at NMSU. I'm gonna interview to Laura Gutierrez Spencer. Come on with me. Hi everyone. I'm in the Chicago program office at NMSU. I'm going to interview to Dr. Laura Gutierrez Spencer, who is in charge of this department at NMSU. Hi, Laura.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you?
Fine. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
What is this that you do as a service of this university and its students?
Well, at Chicano programs, we work primarily with Hispanic U.S. students and other students in terms of student support. We do a lot of what we call ombudsman work, which is helping them if they have questions about federal financial aid, scholarships, situations with professors or other students, because the university system is very different than the public school system, especially in high schools. It's a whole different system, and it can be mysterious if those students' parents didn't go to college. We administer some scholarships. We, let's see, what do? We do all sorts of retention efforts. We recruit for the university and provide information in the community about NMSU, how students can get into NMSU and make that process easier and more understandable. Like I said, we work with community groups. We have a computer lab and lounge where students can come do their work. We supervise a number of Hispanic student organizations, and we do leadership development with them through the Hispanic Council. And those students put on events primarily in the spring semester called Latino Week. They get funding from student government, and they do events. They think of the events. They think of the events. They plan the events. They organize the events. We, supervise them. We help them a little bit, but they get a lot of leadership experience doing that. And we also do advocacy on behalf of first-generation, low-income Hispanic students.
Why was this organization created?
This was created in about 1970 as a result of student protests. Because at the time there were hardly any Hispanic faculty on campus, even though the population of Hispanic students was rather high then, especially compared to any. There were practically no administrators in the administration, practically no faculty, and the students knew that this affected their experience, and they needed more support. They needed people here on campus that understood their experience to support them. And a lot of us believe that there are still needs like that. For example, right now, one of the things I work on is the Immigrant Student Issues Committee that helps educate the campus and the people in the community, especially the educational system, about what undocumented and DACA students can or cannot do in terms of access to higher education. So there's still a lot of issues to be worked on.
Does this organization ask for some requirements to students?
No, Basically, we're here to serve students. So, no. Now, if a student organization is in Hispanic Council, there are requirements for that according to the bylaws, and the student organizations receive funding from Chicano programs based on their participation in Hispanic Council. You don't just give money. They basically earn funding points to attend conferences by participating, being active in Hispanic Council. But other than that, no, to help individual students, no.
Thank you for the information, Laura. Go back to Javier.
Thank you for watching us. Also, thank you to our sponsor, Rico Powder. If you want to smell so good, use Rico Powder.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you.
No freaking variation here. Where's my secretary? Nancy, come here.
Okay, you wasn't here.
Where are you hiding, Nancy? Oh, what a mess.
Sorry.
Please take a seat, Nancy.
Thank you.
What's going on? Everything is okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, please take notes. But first, let me stay more comfortable and take off my shoes. Okay, what? Are you okay?
Yes, everything's okay.
Okay, I need all the names of my employees, and another something important, I need you to do all the invitations for the party of my company.
Do you need a note?
No, that's all. Thank you, Nancy, you are very kind.
You're welcome.
But I feel something weird today.
Something is go back here.
What?
Nothing, bye.
Go out, Nancy, go out.
Hello,
How are you?
are you?
I feel so tired. I have a bad day.
Here in this
Oh my goodness.
Take out the shoes.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
If you have embarrassing food odor, you need to use a strong odor protection all day. If you use Rico powder, you will conquer the world.
It smells delicious.
Yes, honey. No more Fuji. Feel fresh and comfortable everywhere. Use Rico powder and smell delicious.